Our next guest has not been a friend to Donald Trump. But what did he think of Trump's appointees? Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters is with us. Ralph, welcome back to the program. I want to go through the major picks here, or the possible picks. First of all, Mitt Romney, possibly Secretary of State. Your take?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's not my job to be a friend to any candidate. It's my job to look at them hard.
Okay.
But, look, I am extremely impressed by the overall security picks or the possible picks that President-elect Trump is looking at. Mitt Romney would be a great choice for Secretary of State. I like John Bolton, too. But Mitt Romney does have the experience, the knowledge, the demeanor, the negotiating skills, and, frankly, the gravitas to do this. And if you put him up with President-elect Trump and have them as the negotiating team, good cop, bad cop, I think they'd be terrific. And I'm very encouraged by that.
Okay. How about General Flynn at National Security?
National Security Advisor.
Advisor, yes.
I've known Mike Flynn since 1985 when we butted heads in the captain's course in the Army. Mike is diligent, energetic, vibrant, hardworking, workaholic type guy, tough-minded, and he knows the Middle East. He knows from his own personal time on the ground, he knows Afghanistan and Iraq, and I think by extension Syria. He'd be great in the war on terror. Okay. I have two reservations about Mike. One is he's so much like the president-elect temperamentally. There's no breaks there. They're both very temperamental, impetuous people. So there's that problem. The other thing is, as good as Mike is on so many other things, and he was a very, very crusading director of DIA, he doesn't get the Russians. He's never really worked that problem seriously. He's been weak on the Russians, and unfortunately, he made a mistake. Intelligence officers, active duty or retired. Once an intelligence officer, always an intelligence officer. You don't take money from the Russians, the Chinese, the Arabs, or anybody else. Nonetheless, Mike's worked hard. He deserves a chance. Okay.
Retired four-star Marine Corps General, General Mattis, a possibility at defense. Are you laughing? Why?
I love this guy. I mean, Jim Mattis is the greatest Marine of his generation. He's just incredible. I wouldn't presume to pretend to know him intimately, but we've spent time together over the years. I admire him unreservedly. He's been called the warrior monk because he's not married. His nickname Mad Dog, which is really misleading because he's actually a very, very acute, astute, observant guy. He's not only physically brave, a great Marine, he's probably the best read four-star general we've had in this century. He's extremely incisive, and boy, I would support him. He is the ultimate guy you want at defense.
Well,
great choice.
A full-blooded recommendation if ever I heard one. Last one, Jeff Sessions, Senator Sessions as Attorney General.
Well, wouldn't it be nice to have somebody who would put a stop to politically correct shenanigans, who would challenge so many of the left shibboleths? I think Senator Sessions is a very good choice to act as a corrective to the nonsense of the last 8 years. He's a constitutionalist. He will be fair and just to all under the law. He will not pander to any special interest groups. And you know what, Stuart? He's a gentleman. I just like the guy. And even though he's more conservative than I am on some issues, I respect him. And I think, boy, the people we've just talked about, what a great team that could be. So I have to say that I'm very pleasantly surprised with where the president-elect seems to be going. Let's see what the actual choices are.
That's excellent. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome back to the fold.
Hey, Stuart, I am not in anybody's fold.
I know. I know you're not.
I'm probably in the KGB's folder, though, the FSB's folder.
Oh, no doubt about that. All right. Good stuff indeed. We'll see you again soon, Ralph. Thanks very much, Ralph. All right.